be deaf enjoyable. I know I forgot my bad. Hola. Anyway, welcome to Yeah Settle, and I am Kaya, your host. Now, I was just laying here and I was just doing, just looking at some things and just getting sick of some things. And meaning negativity, every time you turn around and listening to stuff and it's just negative, it's just annoying. Like, so I came across this video. Normally when I come across people's videos, I feel like they had already tuned in on my video. But anyway, be right back. Grab your drink, whatever you need to be comfortable in the environment you're in to enjoy my video, and I will join you right back here. All right? I'm back. Here you are as well. Now, I am not a fan of this individual. I just happened to run into the video and I listened to it. It's very short, and I just didn't like what I was hearing. And a lot of times we all think that what we're saying and what we're doing is right because we could be self-centered, meaning just worrying about self. And I picked up a lot from this video. And a lot of you, I'm just trying to allow you to step into my world, meaning try to see things the way I see things, feel things the way I feel things. Because I feel like a lot of you guys trying to figure me out and have fun with that. But anyway, I want to show this video. This woman was talking about separated is still married. And I agree. Separating is still married. But doing the research I've been doing and things like that, these crackers came and invaded our everything, you know, and they made up rules. They made up all kinds of shit, and marriage was one of them. Okay, nobody really has the true concept of that, meaning woman and man, what was really this and what was really that. God told me that having sex is a no-no. Having these babies is a no-no. Because women used to have babies without men. So if we had babies without men, then what do that mean? So that's why I always tell people, dig within. God is going to tell you what's what. Okay, so I have been married for 15 years. And I've also been separated for 14 years. And um, would I ever go back? No, I wouldn't. And do I need a piece of paper to tell me that I'm not with him? No, I don't. You know why? Because God told me not to marry him, and I married him anyway. So, in God's eyes, we're not married because it's not okay with God because God said no. But I was so desperate to change my life and get close to God and learn about God that I just did it. I just did it. You know, being spontaneous and liberal like I am and all and who I am. You know, I did it. And God was not happy. So I said, okay, God, give me a sign and get me out this marriage. And I promise you, I'll never go back to him. And God did that. I came home from jail. First of all, he thought I was going to ride up and it didn't happen. I was well taken care of. Thank God for that. You know, I've been good to people. So this person really looked out, and he cared about me. We wasn't together or anything like that, but he cared about me. He didn't want anything bad to happen to me. And furthermore, I had my own motherfucking money, so I still would have been straight either way. But I just didn't want to risk taking all that money out to put all that on my books, not knowing what was going to happen. So I, Valentine's Day, a woman called the phone. I didn't, I confronted him about it. He approached me like I was just a girlfriend and not a wife, and thought that that was okay, and thought that I had no place to say anything about it. I left, and I ain't never looked back. You got me fucked up. I'm out. Deuces. God don't even want me with your little dumb ass anyway. So I took that and I rolled with it. Now, I'm not saying your story is like that, okay? But this is my story. And I know what God told me. And I've been nothing but blessed. And Mother Earth came to me and let me know that she will never leave me. I'm good. I know if I die, I know I'm going to once again gather with God. A lot of you guys don't know where the fuck you're going because you know you're shady as fuck, so you're not sure if God will forgive you or not. So you need to get that together. God need to come to you and tell you. And I heard my name called a handful of times. So I'm good. I'm Gucci. You feel me? So this video, I interpret that she has an interest in a man. And how I know that? Because she's speaking about women. Uh, that was her focus as far as the sex. I can tell. I need you guys to see the things that I see. You wanna tap into the energy that I'm tapping into, well, you have to start visualizing the way I visualize, which would be hard, but you can do it on your own level and add your own and shit. Voila, but I want to share this video. I just felt like she was attracted to somebody, like you be like, oh, they my brother, my sister, my bro, but secretly they like you, okay? And it could be the two, and just know that it's not the right time right now because it's never good to leave somebody for somebody else. That's just not a good thing. Leave a person because you want to leave the person, or you were already going to do that, but never leave somebody for somebody. And one day I'll do a video about that. So she's attracted to somebody, and this person that she's attracted to is attracted to a married woman. Hmm. All up in my business. But anyway, she's attracted to this man. So this is her way of trying to convince him that he's wrong for feeling what he's feeling. You feel me? So let's tune into this video. I'm not going to put it on pause because I'm going to be talking and pausing it and pointing things out. Okay? Wait a minute, let me make sure I can see. Okay, can you guys see? Wait for it to blow up on the screen. Okay. So let me blow this up. All right. And we're going to start.
Hello, my tubies and my TikTokers. Sheila True Love here.
I do not have rights to this. This is only for learning purposes and entertainment. The disclaimer is in the description box.
And I want to talk about separated is still married.
Now, the way she said that, she sound angry right there. That's what got my attention. What the way she said it. See, it's not. I was always taught by my mother. It's not what you say. It's how you say it. You know, that's why I tell people, stop worrying about how I'm saying shit and worry about what I'm saying. So it depends on what's being, you know, what's going on with distinguish, differentiate which should be used, if that make any sense.
You know, you have a lot of people who will tell you
Wait a
that
minute.
they are
Let me
with
play her
her.
again.
And
Let me play it back to when she said married again. The way she said married. Listen to the way she said married.
hello, my tubies and my TikTokers, Sheila True Love here. And I want to talk about separated is still married.
It's still married. Like I used to have homies back in the day that I used to like, but I never wanted to let them know that because I knew it would mess up our friendship and I knew it wasn't healthy and they was already in a relationship and I wouldn't want to disrespect nobody's relationship like that. It's not that deep. You know, I'm not ugly. I can always get somebody. You know, and 9 out of 10, I wasn't gonna never treat a nigga like shit anyway. So why mess up? You know, something good. But you know, you would start trying to put salt in the game. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, oh this him. Oh yeah, you know I like Shorty. She, you know this and this and all that. You know, and then the person tries to find out about the person that you're talking about. Then they go get information on the person, and then they bring up this shit.
You know, you have a lot of people who will tell you that they are with someone, but he's separated. I don't care if this person has been separated for 20 years or 20 minutes. He's still married.
Okay, I've been separated 15 years, and God told me to get away from my husband, and I'm still married. And when I get the divorce, I'll fucking get it. But in my heart, he is already put away. Secondly, he cheated. So I have that right. If you want to go by this motherfucking book, see, people take out of this Bible what they want to take out. No, bitch, take all that shit out and put all that shit on the table. Okay, you married, right, and you separated. Now, there's a big gap in between that. So why are you separated? Because if one cheated, then one is okay to continue their life. Secondly, you sound like a shambo or a house nigga because we ain't never need no fucking documentations to be with no motherfucking body. You was with them, and when you was done, you was done. Period. And thirdly, fourthly, because I lost track that fast, we ain't supposed to be laying with one another any goddamn way. How we the chosen ones and fall from the heavens and all of this shit, and then these stories saying how our people from up there came down here sleeping with the humans, which would be the Caucasians, mingling and sleeping with them. That's what I just got out of nowhere, out of the blue. I could be wrong, but hey, everybody else throwing shit out there, right? So why not throw out my motherfucking theory? You feel me? What sound logic to you? And now we sleeping around with these things. We're not supposed to be sleeping with anybody. We ain't supposed to be married to nobody but God. That's how I feel. But hey, I'm tripping, right? I don't know. Let's keep on going.
Meaning he is not free or he is not available. And you have a lot of women, especially women, who tend to
Now she said especially women. Especially women. So this guy could be married or was married or interested in a married woman. But for her to say especially women, what the fuck you mean especially women? So she's showing an interest in a man. And this man has an interest in a married woman. That's what this is. Somebody she like has an interest in a married woman. Anyway, let's keep going. This is lesson number one.
overlook that. They try to justify it by saying, well, him and his wife, it didn't work out. And I could see if he was still with her, but he's been separated from her for years now. I don't care what these women have to say. Do you honestly believe that God?
She says she don't care what they say, not what's right, but she don't care what they say. What makes you think that they care what you're saying? I care enough to expose you because this don't sound right. You sound like you like somebody. Just tell the man you like him. Because I feel like, I feel like somebody is tapping into my energy. So I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not always right. But watch out for people like this. This is not good, especially when they're not putting all the info on the table. But you can't put what you want to put on that table. That Bible, matter of fact, what verse in the Bible says? That's not. Sorry, I'm gonna look it up. I forgot what I was about to look up. Oh, damn, man, I gotta turn the phone on. I just don't. This is crazy. She did a minute and 32-second video on some bullshit like this. Like all the shit that's happening in the world, and she worrying about a piece of paper that some cracker made up. They made these laws up, and she rocking with it too. You want that man really bad, but I want to look up in the on the Google. Hold up, I had my phone off charging it because it charged faster. It charges faster, and not only that, my phone will be going off like crazy. I got cameras in my house, so yeah, that go off a lot. All right, so one second. I just want to know. I need to know what verse that is. Hold on. I'm like, hold on. I'm being. What Bible verse? What Bible verse speaks about putting your husband away when cheating? Okay, for the man who does not love his wife but divorces her, says the Lord, the God of Israel, cover his garment with violence. Say the Lord of hosts. That's not what I was looking for. The Bible verse that speaks about cheating and putting your husband away. Uh, if a man commits adultery with the wife of his neighbor, my glasses, both the adulterers and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So if a person is in my situation, then that person isn't wrong. They just haven't got it on paper. Oh, let me see. What year did the certification come out for having a marital license? 1639. Marriage license had been required since 1639. So basically, what the fuck was we doing before then? You know what I'm saying? So that would go back to whatever man you was with at first should be the man you're supposed to be with, if that's going to be anything. I mean, wouldn't that be so before 1639? before divorces was forced. I mean, I'm sorry, before mar- marital licenses was forced. Before it was forced, what was it? You got with that guy after you left your family, and that's who you had to stay with. That's what we heard before that, right? So you don't sound like a virgin to me. I don't feel that you was a virgin, and I don't feel like you was with that one man that you first laid on your fucking back with. But yet you on here trying to manipulate somebody with that narcissist ass fucking attitude because you want somebody to not look at that person and you want them to look at you instead of just saying it. Or maybe you did say it and you realize that they don't want your ass. Like, we have to pay attention to people like this, y'all. You got to pay attention. This is one way that kept me safe on these streets. Paying attention to people like this so that I know not to be around them. You know, when people doing petty shit and thinking petty, they are petty. And that means you're going to go through petty shit right along with them. You can't be fucking around with motherfuckers that got a whole bunch of issues because if you're cool with them, they're going to expect you to ride. So that means you got to go through that shit with them. A lot of shit I didn't go through. A lot of shit I went through helping other people. You feel me? But a marital license was not forced until 1639. So again, what the fuck that mean? Right. Like, come on, man. Run that shit on somebody else. Y'all get up on here and it is no qualifications to putting up a fucking video. And then you got weak minded, naive people that believe this shit. The fuck out of here. I'm not with it. I don't agree with it. You're not gonna sit here. In that case, if that was so, then that means that when we first been put down here on this goddamn planet, we should have came with fucking marital papers. But we didn't. So what again? What did you say, miss? Anyway, let's move along.
And Jesus Christ is going to side with that or give you the stamp of approval for you being involved with a married man? Jehovah God and Jesus Christ is not sitting there saying, oh, yeah, well, they're separated, so it's okay. No.
Now listen, when you sit, if you want to get technical, see, here we go. Don't use the book halfway. Use that bitch all the way. When you sitting there saying, "Ooh, he look good. He's handsome," bitch, you just lusted. Didn't God say that wasn't? Isn't that what that Bible say? God said that's not good either. Wishing for a man that don't belong to you, even though you're not acting on it, bitch, that's still bad. That's what God said. Because you want to talk about this Bible, right? Moving along.
No, not at all. Separated is still married. Remember that.
No, fucking somebody makes you married. Stop worrying about the white man papers, the elite papers, boo boo. You laid with that man, you married. So we all got a lot of husbands and wives out here, if you want to get technical. Right. Anyway,
Married. Remember that.
I remember that. Well, I hope you come across my video and remember this. You know, it's a crock of shit. I don't like that. You know, I just felt like she was being manipulative towards somebody that she couldn't control and can't control. So what's the best thing to get people on your side? And when you get people on your side, then the person starts saying, damn, all these people saying that, it must be true. Think, learn how to maneuver, go within self. Yourself is automatically going to tell you what's right, what's not right, what feels good. That's just a natural instinct that we have as a fucking human being, as a being, or whatever the fuck we are down here. But we are something. We are everything. Stop listening to the wrong fucking people. Now again, this look it up. Marital license, it was imperative since 1639 that we get these papers. So number one, they can make money, and two, have control over seeing who is with who, and also it helped with not sleeping with family members because back in the day, before you got married, you had to take a blood test, and if that blood work wasn't compatible, you was not to get married. So it was basically uh to make sure motherfuckers wasn't really sleeping with their you know uh sister or brother and shit like that. Make it because you sleep with your brother and have babies with them, they end up uh you know you know disabled. There's no normalcy, and that shit ain't normal. So that's what that was about. That's why the Spanish, when they live with somebody, they say they're married and they don't be married. Then you got the common law. Here that come. Like, get the fuck out of here. Miss, you should be ashamed of yourself. And you too old. That's some conversation you should have had on the phone with your old ass friends. Not share that bullshit with the world. Anyway, what is life without love and laughter? Even if you gotta hug yourself, hug somebody, hug a goddamn tree, something, somebody. Y'all stay safe out here. Motherfuckers, get smarter, please. Because if you ain't using 100% of your brain, you're just like me, dumb. Right. Yeah, I said it. Till next time. Dose.